Hello, good morning. Thank you for being present. How to get in touch with the self. Why? Does that mean that we are not with the self? Modern man doesn't like this expression. Yes. If whatever I want to do, I do it. I act anytime I want and I react anytime I want. I eat whenever I want. You tell me to get in touch with the self. I am with the self, of course. And there is another expression, I made my bed that I have to sleep on it. Well, we ignore completely. Sometimes we are not acting, reacting from our axis, from our center of gravity. We are acting from another axis. And we don't know about that. Anyway, let's go to back the aspect, or I should say, the physical aspect. And then we're going to go to perhaps psychological aspect, physical aspect. When we eat at 12 o'clock, our lunch, 1 o'clock, does that mean that our body needs to recuperate those forces to eat because we are hungry? Yes. Okay, that's a good, my question, is it true hunger or it's a false symptom? I'm talking about the desire, the appetite desire. Of course I feel hungry, what are you telling me? Well, one second. No one can give you this diagnosis except when you fast. Look at the Muslims. I'm talking to a general audience. Muslims, for instance, today we are March 8th. Today is, I think, is the 17th day of Ramadan. The first day in Ramadan, this is the diagnosis. This is the medical center. We usually drink our coffee in the morning or breakfast, wherever people are different from a different culture. Drink your cup of coffee, referring to the stimulants, caffeine, thein, nicotine, etc. And we eat at 1 o'clock, whatever. So in Ramadan, if you believe and you accept to fast, you say around 7, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. Usually there is a demand. There is a stimulus. There is an answer for the caffeine. Where is the caffeine? The caffeine is not there. You're going to have a headache. Those stimulants that touch the nervous system, a headache. 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, you're going to say, I'm very tired. I cannot move. 2 o'clock, whatever. But that's the first day. The second day, all of these symptoms that are manifested to the surface, we don't know. Go to the second day, third, fourth, sixth, seventh. None of the above could possibly apply here. I don't have a headache anymore. 12, 1 o'clock, I'm not hungry. 3 o'clock, I'm not hungry, and I'm like a deer jumping. What's that mean? Well, here's the question, the diagnosis. Well, I was feeding the habit. I was not feeding my body. Beside Ramadan, you go to the gym, you practice sport, for instance. You say you feel tired after an hour, like exercising for an hour, session of an hour and a half, exhausted. That's it. Try to give it a try, to move or do more exercise. Again, you find an energy that comes from nowhere. You say, what is this, man? They say the second breath. And French people, they say the second breath, le deuxième souffle. Well, the thing is, the body starts using its reserve. That's the question. The body is stocking all this energy, when in fact, pathogenically speaking, the abuse of vitamins, this is where resides the viruses. It's a lot. That's the Prophet ﷺ say, The stomach, he said, al-batn, that's the stomach, is the room of the epidemics or a virus. Do you understand? A lot. That's what happened. To keep this, like to understand that hunger, I am exhausted, I am tired, it's all false symptoms. You're not in touch with the body, you're in touch with the habits. Look at today. Walking with bottles of water. They told them it's always a scientific evidence. Do you understand? They didn't realize that the water today is more expensive than, gasoline. You compare it, bottle like this, how much it costs. People walk with the bottles, they drink all the time. They say your body needs, it's always, there is something to prove. Science has proved whatever. Are you in touch with the thirst or not? Person is no longer in touch with the thirst. He doesn't know what does it mean, the thirst. He doesn't know what does it mean, hunger. Science, what's that mean? God did not make science inside you to be in touch with the science in the field of science. Practically, it's not theoretically. Doctors, commercial doctors are here to sell. It's a part of the consumer producer system. Go to the sauna if you can afford it. Try to sweat. Then you're going to feel the thirst. I can't, I don't have anything. I am living in a very poor country. Okay, can you try to exercise? You're going to feel here all of cells are open to absorb les eaux minéraux. Mineral, wherever, it's like it is true. There is a demand and then the satisfaction. People drink. They walk with the water. What? Doctors have proved that if you drink the cortisone, that's the body is in need. Asking a question. Does that mean the Creator forgot to tell you this? He made the sensation inside you. Animals are in contact with their body much better than a human being. Drinking with the water in class, in this. They don't give a chance to the body. God in San Juan Hadith Qudsi, if you want to understand, you have a medical center in your body. He said, you are all hungry. كلكم جائع. My God, I just ate a menu, 2,000 calories inside. He told you, you are all hungry. كلكم جائع, except those that I have fed them. How can that be? He is talking about the predisposed nature before you prepare yourself as hungry and then you ate here in the name of God. That means the nature was hunger. What you ate, that is true. You fed the body. But if you don't have كلكم جائع إلا من أطعمته فاستطعموني, he said, ask me. What's that? Well, to ask this? No. Ask me, provoke the hunger, wait for the hunger. What you're gonna eat later on, it's gonna do the miracle in your body. Look, those who are distant, far distant from the truth, they don't seek the truth in this world. They live routine. Vitamin A, B, C, X, W, X, tac. Well, the body, when the body is sane, when the body is hungry, when you do certain things, your body is exercising. You go to the gym or you do physical action. When the body needs and you feed the body, when the body is hungry, the body itself will generate the even though the cucumber doesn't have vitamin WX, if it has vitamin A, I'm just kidding, vitamin, but the body itself will generate the other vitamins, magnesium, wherever it is, because it is hungry. Do you understand? There is hunger than what is later on taken. Il body is itself will distribute this. Now, speaking about psychological contact, we make mistakes in our life. When we make a mistake, we flee the mistake. We run away from the mistake, just don't worry about it. If you are not, the system, the secular system doesn't see it, doesn't punish you, doesn't catch you, just ignore it. Do you know what the mistakes does do to you? Well, a mistake, that's a general word. If you go into specificity, a mistake vis-a-vis the law, it's an infraction vis-a-vis God, that's a sin. Sometimes similar. Child support, the secular state prohibit or obliged you, obligates, it's an under obligation. And the divinity, it's obligation under the divinity as well. There's a big difference. When you think about child support, you know, this obligation, you do it in the name of God because you want to do it voluntarily. That's a world inside you. You are developing a world. The other one, you are fulfilling an obligation. I don't say it doesn't give you positive results. It's not like the previous one. Prohibition is the same thing. This law tells you, prohibits stealing. The divine law prohibits stealing as well. You don't steal because of Creator. You are going to generate something, big thing. The other one, no, it's going to center you. With the time and with space. You are centered because every action in this world has an audience. That is, you are doing it for the sake of. Now, not stealing because of the Creator, this invisible that is beyond time and space. The mistake itself will generate positive things and will extend your conscience. Your extended people are suffering from all type of psychological discomfort. It will be different. I'm going to give you a small example. Do you see this? This is a glass. I'm going to break it and see the reaction. Hey, I'm going to break it, excuse me, and show you. Hey, as you can see it. My question to you, is it broken or not? Of course, man, come on, you're taking this ridiculous. What is ridiculous? An experiment. It's broken or not. We're going to ask the person, sir, this is reflecting or symbolizing something bad. I'm talking towards people, not within yourself. You did something bad against people, against humanity, towards people. You are making people suffering. We're not talking about an infraction and sin because you did something you by yourself. We don't know. We don't have to get into details. So you did something, say, you recognize, and you say, look, I'm sorry, I apologize. Something that necessitates an apology, you apologize. You repent to, you ask for forgiveness with people, to people, and you ask for forgiveness to God. So, what happened here? The glass of water is not broken. I don't know. Yeah, we threw the glass, the piece of glasses, but inside his brain, it remains intact. The principles of reality is intact. You saw me, I broke it. But the principles of reality, it remains intact in his brain. In other words, his brain still can distinguish between right and wrong, good and evil, lies and truth. Hey, Another case. No, I didn't do anything. He finds an alibi justifying his wrongdoing, whatever. Now, this, as you can see, in the second case, the pieces of glass will be shifted to in his head. He is touching the principles of reality. His head, his brain inside, his mind is broken. And he stands on that. You know, when you stand on a broken platform, you see the world outside you in the objective with your subjective world. Your subjective psychic world is broken. You see everything is broken. You don't see it broken, you see it with fear. Because there is fear. Here, you feel being oblivious. Do you understand? Oblivious, you are not in the mind, you are outside the mind. We go to the analysis. Earlier, when a person said, I was wrong, he has remorse of conscience. They are like air bubbles, they pop up to the surface of the conscience. He dealt with them. Be careful, the word remorse of conscience in the Western world psychology, they consider this as a sickness. No. If it goes beyond the limit, then it becomes a desperate. Person becomes desperate. The Creator did not ask you to become desperate because you did something wrong. He asked you to come back. You deal with your own conscience. You neglect it. You neglect it. What are you doing here? Look, finding an alibi, justifying your wrongdoing. Those air bubbles, remorse, they are more perhaps like a magma in the center of earth, pushing. He is pushing them, pressuring them, camouflaging them. Then they pop up again. He is pushing with with an alibi. He is pushing them up to the point the force will be diminished. Then they die. Then he feels comfortable with his wrongdoing. Here the person doesn't sense anything. He is outside the self. He lives all sorts of this mental stress. He doesn't know what is the source. This is what people don't see the origin of the problem and the repercussions. They cannot link them. They don't see the link, they just deny. They wait for science to prove it. By the way, between brackets, I say this many times. What I consider science, when science is in a mystery, is in the unseen, and you are a researcher. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean because you are a big, highly educated person, you think, what are you doing in this life? You contemplate why this, you try to understand it, you think and you link it, what we are doing. You are a researcher. You found or you did not find. You are a scientist and you are blessed. Once science is taken from the mystery to its logic, existential logic, defined with the theory, with the theorem, with the curriculum, it's no longer science. It's a monopoly and people are executant. You call it science when you are seeking the science. Anyway, getting back to our topic, getting in touch with the self, psychological aspect. Once those remorse of conscience are dead, here, the body will welcome the virus without realizing it. The white cells that's supposed to defend the body, they will do the reverse. They will accept the virus. Psychological, psychosomatic sicknesses. We go to spiritual contact. 5 pillars in Islam. 5 pillars are related, with the exception of the confessions, shahada, all of them are related to time. A time of the prayer. You have a potential segment of time that is in the Milky Way. You don't enter it, or you will be blown away. If you don't enter it, you know what I mean? I mean by praying at that time. We understand this person is a doctor, is in the middle of a surgery. This person is a pilot. This person is a judge. This person is the district of attorney. A lot of people are Muslims. You don't know about them. They hide their faith, especially in a Western world. God bless them. Well, if you have this chrono, this is a watch. You know this is a PM time, post-meridian time. You know that the time is dark. If you just bring your mind, my Lord, I know that I'm supposed to, but I have to finish the court or whatever. I have to finish the surgery. But that presence of mind, that's a lot. That's a fortune. You do it later. Again, you bring back the self. That's the prayer related to time. Each prayer, it's waiting for you over there. And inside you, a little baby, miniaturized inside your neurons, is doing this, leaving you, going to the Milky Way, to the segment of time in the Milky Way. What you are doing, you are just confirming the conformity. You let the baby inside you, that's your soul. We say charity, related to time. After 1 year, if it's applicable on you, 1 year, the fortune itself, if it's not purified with 1/40th, do you understand? You give the 1/40th. The fortune itself will take you from the center, from the axis. It's a lot. I don't want to stay long. We have fasting. We spoke about that earlier. And then you have the pilgrimage, which is one time in your life. Anyway, next one is appreciating. I'm talking about getting in touch with the self. You see, when we look at the things, the gratifications in life, what people have, we run after that, and we run because people speak generally about the house, about the car, about a good job, and running. Person doesn't know what he has. If he doesn't appreciate the minimum, he will lose the maximum. Just on just the table. He appreciates the food that he has. He appreciates the health that he has. He appreciates that he has a good wife. She's nice, polite with him, good. He appreciates that he has a son. He appreciates that he is not in jail. He is not in hospital. Do you understand? All of these, if he doesn't know, he is only escaping the self. Look at Satan, what he said. When after, it's not arguing with God, and I'm going to do to the children of Adam, do this and do this and do this. I reach the climax, you're not going to find them appreciative. Look at this. Then I will come at them before, and from behind, from front, behind, this, all of them at the end, I say from their left, and you will not find most of them appreciative. This is Satan. This is Mr. Lucifer. He knows how he can destroy, how people become running after the material world, after everything. They don't know how to get in touch with the self. Me, this is enough for me. I left it, I forgot it, I didn't appreciate it. And I'm looking for a Jaguar elsewhere. I'm not Jaguar, I have a car, small car. But why is just to run? It's, the world of greed and show off and this. So we don't know how to appreciate. Last word, holidays. Holidays you hear being driven. It's the holiday you wait. And then here, today is the day of the woman. Yeah, I forgot. In some countries, March 8th. Yes, la fête de la femme. I don't know, I forgot to caress her for 364 days. Or maybe to come once I find the food and I kiss her forehead and say, thank you very much. It's always nice. It's very delicious. I forgot this. I don't do it. And I wait for one day. That's one day is consuming 364 days. I don't know if you are with me or not. Mother's Day, the same thing. Is consuming 360. The focus will be on one. You are here 365 days under the solar calendar and 354, I don't know, ish, under the other one is the solar calendar, 354 is, or ish, under the lunar calendar. I don't do that, and I wait Father's Day, Mother's Day, and the day of the tree, and the day of not smoking, and a day, do you understand? The day will be a precision, and it has all to do with a consumer producer system. Thank you for watching. May the Lord bless you, bless your days. See you soon.